If you've just started Red Dead Redemption 2 or just want a bit of extra cash while you're playing, then you might be wondering about the best ways to go about making coin. After all, Rockstar's latest is pretty tight when it comes to rewarding players with cash in the open world. So, with that said, here are the best ways to make money fast in Red Dead Redemption 2.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is a robbery.
Sons of Dutch. Makes us brothers. Sometimes, brothers make mistakes.
Sell horses. Horses are a good source of business in Red Dead 2, provided you know how to make the most out of the trade. Any horse you acquire in-game can be brought to a stable to sell off, stow or upgrade, but the buyer's price will vary depending on the type of horse you're trying to flog. If you obtained your steed illegally, for instance, then stable masters will offer you as little as $3 to take it in, while standard breeds will barely go for much more, even with the right documentation. However, if you manage to find a speedy racehorse or a beefy shire, the potential profit could be huge. So the added effort of tracking, taming, and bringing them back into town is definitely worth the trouble.
Yeah, you're okay.
Wild horses can be found throughout the open world, but capturing them requires a fair degree of patience and skill. So just don't go running after every bronco you see.
Whoa! Whoa, easy! We're not done.
Hunt animals. And people. It's no secret that butchers, trappers, and store clerks will pay good money for animal pelts and meat in Red Dead 2. But there's a certain talent to making sure that each haul brings in the most bang for its buck. For one thing, pelts are harvested in different qualities depending on how the animal was killed. Get a headshot on the rabbit with the small game rifle, for example, and there's a good chance the pelt will be in perfect condition. Fire half a dozen revolver rounds into it, and it's probably not worth the trip back into town. These raw goods will also begin to rot and degrade over time, so the quicker you sell it off, the better the price you'll get. But animals aren't the only prey on your radar. Find wanted posters at sheriff's offices in town, and you'll be able to start a bounty hunting mission to bring in any active criminals. And this can reward you with upwards of $100 or more.
Where are you going?
Be a nice person. While Red Dead's honour system is supposedly unbiased, there's definitely a lot of hard benefits to being a good cowboy throughout the Western frontier. Stores will buy and sell to law-abiding citizens at better rates, while staying on the right side of the authorities also means you won't have to worry about paying off any bounties on your head. While in the towns, you should also be kind to strangers, as random encounters often lead to long-term dividends. You might be rewarded with guns, outfits, or information later on in the game for helping that person who's stranded by the side of the road. So remember, whenever you're tempted to rob a store or kill a random for cash, maybe think twice.
Just a small business in a small town.
Complete story missions and side quests. So this might seem like we're talking about the obvious, but ploughing through the story missions and side missions is an easy, straightforward way to earn money fast and effectively from the very beginning of the game. You won't get bucket loads of cash for every mission, but some of them do represent the biggest rewards available. For instance, going hunting for legendary animals or robbing homesteads will bring in big rewards for you and the camp. Sell carriages and other trinkets to the trapper. The trapper is a specific type of salesman found throughout the West in Red Dead Redemption 2. They mainly deal in animal goods and hunting tools. The first one you'll meet is in Emerald Ranch, east of Valentine, and he'll pay a good price for any trinkets you come across in the game, such as pocket watches, gold bars, or consumables. You can also bring stolen carriages back to his stable for less legitimate trade, and this will net you a sizable wad of notes per vehicle.
Thought you might be interested in this.
Looks fine. I'm buying. Don't spend it all at once.
Learn how to gamble. Gambling is about as profitable in Red Dead as it is in real life. If you happen to be a dab hand at poker or blackjack, then go ahead and find a table in a nearby saloon and start earning some easy cash. There are less complicated games as well, like dominoes and five-finger fillet to compete in, with some of the larger pots of money being well worth your time.
He's
drifted a little in recent years. Life is a challenge to all of us.
Don't go crazy buying guns. This is more of a tip for saving money rather than making it, but the thing you need to remember about Red Dead is that the weapons are authentic to the time period. In other words, they're never going to be as powerful as the firearms you'd find in, say, Grand Theft Auto 5, nor will they be as varied. But that's good news, because while gun stores do offer a healthy choice of weapons, it's not worth splashing huge amounts of cash on them early on in the game, especially as several story missions will provide you with some of the best weapons for free. Rob bandit camps. If you spot smoke rising to the sky during your travels across the frontier, then the chances are it's coming from a bandit camp. These randomly located hideouts are a good source of loot and money, but you'll have to deal with the outlaws guarding it first. Once the bandits are dead, just head in and pick up everything you can find from their corpses, chests, and horse satchels. Complete the Jack Hall Gang treasure hunt. Finally, want to make a quick $1,000? Then speak to the stranger called Maximo west of Flatneck Station. Once you find him, you'll be able to purchase a treasure map from him for $10. This begins the Jack Hall Gang treasure map hunt. It's a 3-step process which leads you to uncover 2 gold bars that can then be sold for $500 each. It's an easy path to making money, and we have a full guide on how to do it right here on the channel, which is good because those maps are surprisingly difficult. If you do want to go it alone though, it's a nice way to explore the map. Just make sure you bring a horse and have packed plenty of supplies. So those are the best ways to make money fast in Red Dead Redemption 2. Let us know if you've got any more tips in the comments below. Click the boxes on the left for more content from us, and don't forget to hit that big button in the middle to subscribe for more gaming news, reviews, previews and features right here on Games Radar Plus.